Well, remember, just a couple weeks ago, AOC went on social media saying if we put a finger on any of her co-workers, Congress people that were at our Newark facility, there'd be consequences. Well, guess what? We did it.
And we are back, and we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that helps us out a lot. And, of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you this content. Now, y'all, remember how AOC was talking all tough? Remember how she was talking tough about how the federal government better not lay a hand on her Congress people or something was going to happen? Y'all, Tom Homan and ICE, y'all, they're clapping back. They're kicking butt. They're taking names. They don't care. They're the federal government. Homan is signaling he's going to go into any state he wants. He's going to go into the sanctuary cities. He's going to arrest everybody who's a criminal alien. That's his words. And the people who are impeding that, they are subject to arrest. It doesn't matter if they're members of the government. It doesn't matter if they're judges. It doesn't matter if they're Congress people. It doesn't matter if they're mayors. So that's what you're going to see in this video, y'all. You're going to see it in a story, kind of a storytelling format without a lot of commentary by me. So now the Nashville mayor, he's on the hot seat as well. So let's take a look at this brief story as I've put it together for you all. But before we do, y'all, make sure you take care of your money. I'm not going to make this a long one, y'all. Go to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com or call 844-651-8334, 844-651-8334. If you have $50,000 to $100,000 or more in your retirement, protected from inflation, protected from monetary debasement, you're about to retire. Make sure your money's still there and it's still worth something by investing at least some of it in gold. Talk to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals. Go click the link now, get the free information, and protect your precious retirement.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars have been raised for the Belonging Fund, which is cash for illegal aliens, and it's all supported by the Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell. Now, this started after ICE teamed up with Tennessee Highway Patrol to nab more than 200 illegals, including a convicted child sex offender and a member of Tren de Aragua. Nice people.
Well, tonight, Metro leaders are taking action after a weekend ICE operation ended with more than 100 people in custody.
The mayor signed a new executive order meant to improve internal communications inside Metro. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry joins us to explain why and what happens next. Caitlin.
Tennessee Highway Patrol says they were simply enforcing traffic laws fairly and consistently. They maintained stops were based on behavior behind the wheel, not who was behind it, adding that ICE handled immigration matters separately. But Mayor O'Connell isn't convinced. He's demanding ICE release the names and charges of the 103 people taken into custody during what officials called a safety operation. The mayor says it's routine in Nashville to know who is being held in custody, and that transparency should apply here too. Meanwhile, an issue the city is working to fix was a gap in communication. City leaders say they weren't made aware of ICE's presence until days after Homeland Security requested help from emergency communications. The message was not relayed until later. Now that breakdown has prompted the mayor's executive order meant to tighten coordination between departments moving forward.
The mayor apparently is furious that his streets are being made safer and ordered all ICE communication with the city to go directly to his office. But now the mayor is under investigation by multiple House committees for aiding and abetting illegal immigrants.
Well, you've heard it. The individuals that the mayor is standing with are murderers, rapists, drug traffickers, sexual predators, child traffickers. The list goes on. Which is why I will always stand on the rule of law and with ICE. And I don't just stand with ICE, I'll stand in front of ICE. Because we, the people, have had enough. I choose my community, my state, and my family over this type of nonsense. Which is why, due to the remarks of Freddie O'Connell, and the potential for aiding and abetting illegal immigration, the Homeland Security and the Judiciary Committees will be conducting an investigation into the mayor of Nashville, his conduct, and whether or not federal dollars have been used in criminal enterprise. I will not back down. I will not relent. And I will always stand with law enforcement. I want my community and I want my country back. This is Andy Ogles. Thank you for being here.
Here to react, Borders are Tom Homan. Tom, I can hear them now, the caterwauling from the Open Borders crowd saying, how dare you try to weaponize a prosecutorial arm of our government to go after local officials doing their local business. And you say?
Well, remember, just a couple weeks ago, AOC went on social media saying if we put a finger on any of her co-workers, Congress people that were at our Newark facility, there'd be consequences. Well,
they cannot come for assault. And recently what they said is that DHS is allegedly looking into arresting members of Congress who were showing up for their legal and constitutional obligation to conduct oversight. If anyone's breaking the law in this situation, it's not members of Congress, it's the Department of Homeland Security. It's people like Tom Homan and Secretary Kristi Noem. You lay a finger on someone, on Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman, on Representative, or any of the representatives that were there, you lay a finger on them, we are going to have a problem.
Well, guess what? We did it. I'm waiting on the consequences. But, you know, the mayor's no different. And look, I've said from day one, you can not cooperate with ICE if that's what you want to do, but you can't get in our way and you can't impede our efforts, or you cross that line, we'll seek prosecution. As far as the belonging fund that he's supporting, I have my own belonging fund. We can give housing, food, and free medical care in ICE detention. And that's exactly what we're going to do in Nashville. We're going to flood the zone with agents, multi-agency, FBI, DEA, ICE, U.S. Marshals, and we're going to flood the zone. If he wants to push back and support sanctuary cities, that means we flood the zone. We'll flood the zone in the neighborhoods to find a bad guy. We'll flood the zone at work sites to find a bad guy. But we're going to do it, and he's not going to stop us.
Do you think this would rise perhaps to the level of charging him with obstruction of these ICE officials? We'll
see. I mean, I know Homeland Oversight is opening up a congressional investigation. I cannot confirm or deny if ICE is investigating him, but we'll see where it plays out. And it isn't just what he says, is what he does. So, I plan on going to Nashville in the near future, and I said that from day one, that we're going to hit every sanctuary city. Everybody that wants to push back against ICE, we're going to pay a lot of attention to them, because why? It's not a threat. But if you're going to support criminal aliens walking the street, then we know there's a problem there. We don't have that problem like Florida. We got Governor DeSantis 287G across the state. So we can spend less resources in Florida knowing we have a system to get criminal aliens in every jail in that state. But when we got places like Nashville who's pushing against us getting the bad guy, that's where we got to concentrate our resources to make those streets safer. He ought to be thanking ICE for arresting the criminal aliens they arrested.
So, y'all, this is something that you should probably learn in, what was it called? Social studies, civics, government class? Probably government class, right, y'all? Federal government reigns supreme. They can go anywhere in this country and do whatever they want in any city or state in order to enforce federal law, and the states can't stop them. And by making your city a sanctuary city, now that we have Tom Homan in, he's coming for you. Some people like it, some people dislike it. I'm just calling it the way it is, y'all. Tom Homan has the power to go into the cities and the states, and they can't stop him. They can refuse to work with him. Constitutionally, they can say, we won't use our city or state police to help out. They can do that. They can refuse, okay? So that's not breaking any laws. That's not breaking the Constitution. But what they can't do is prevent him from using federal forces in the city or states. They can't impede the federal forces. So I'd like to know what y'all think, y'all. Looks like Tom Homan, they've only been in office for about 4 months, y'all. More than 3.5 years left. I'd like to know what y'all think about all of this. Do you agree with arresting mayors and arresting judges and arresting Congress people, or do you think that's going too far? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments. But before you do, please stop, hit the share button, share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. No, we love y'all watching these videos, but I also want to love that you protect your retirement, people. Protect it with gold. Did y'all know, just like as I'm making this video right now, that some judges have blocked the tariffs? Y'all, that's going to cause the stock market might jump up, it might jump down. Who knows what's going to happen? If you're retiring, do you really have time and energy to follow all of this, to invest your efforts and your attention in that? Or do you just want to say, man, I just want to retire with the money that I have? If so, go down to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com. Get the information on protecting your retirement with gold, or you can call 844-651-8334. Talk to my people at Augusta Precious Metals, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.